is pakka. So just think like that. There is no need to dream today, is it like 4 to 7 or not? Because half of that, you should be as bullish as you could be.
Fair point.
So that's not the question. I think I am only fidgety a little bit in terms of the fact that these days, the disruption is so high and the attack on the old business models is so high that how can it be that every guy says, I am okay? Because all cannot be okay, which of course we will learn later which ones are okay or not. But a little bit of, because you see, we run, our main business is long short fund.
Yep.
So I can see that my shorts, which I think should be going down, are going up as much as the long, or maybe more.
Okay,
and
then we are going to come to you to ask you about your long shots. 1 minute, Samir. The markets have just opened. So a word on how the markets are, and we are coming back to you. Well, actually, it's opened a little bit in the red, but actually flat. If you compare it to the SGX Nifty rates, it's still not looking all that soft. The SGX Nifty at one point in time was even, minus 50. We're just starting in very, very flat terrain, and the mid-cap is making up for the little bit of red in the big indexes. That index is up about 0.5%, and that's giving a very positive advanced declines, 5 in the green for 1 in the red. It may not start that way, but undoubtedly the winner of the pack is ONGC. That oil find as well, crude prices going up, both are rewarding ONGC for the moment, so there's a trading buy there. And then there are a bunch of stocks which are about 0.5 to 1% higher. Adani Ports is doing well with a 2.5% gain. Bharti Airtel, GAIL, Infosys, HUL, IOC, ICICI Bank, IndusInd Bank. So ICICI Bank is just being rewarded with a 1% or less than a 1% gain. The point about reading all those stocks is it's a fairly mixed set of top gainers. GAIL is, of course, continuing to go from strength to strength. It's a winner every day after the PNGRB rules. And then there's a bit of financials also which are doing well. But otherwise, a very, very mixed day. On the negative list, HDFC Bank probably continuing to seeing a little bit of profit taking after that rap on the knuckles from the Reserve Bank on its digital mishap. And then you have Hindalco, Titan, Nestle, HDFC, Divi's, Power Grid, M&M. So again, a motley group of sectors. Almost all sectors are represented in the red list and the green list. So market actually, I think, just trying to find its feet. It's found its feet in the mid-caps, Sonia.
It has. Look at the mid-cap outperformance now, up almost 0.5%. The market breadth is solid today, so it's a very, very good opening. 1,500 stocks on the advancing side. I just want to point out there are huge moves in the aviation space. SpiceJet is now up 5%. Remember, this is a stock that has almost doubled in the last 3 months and now inching towards that 94 rupee mark. So that space is looking good. Remember, Deepak Parekh did tell us a while back that real estate, the worst of the real estate slowdown could perhaps be behind us. So you're seeing all of these real estate stocks, the paint companies, Asian Paints, Kansai Nerolac, all sitting at new highs. Some of the ceramic companies, Kajaria Ceramics, etc., sitting at new highs. But you also have a lot of beaten down names moving up. So just get a bit cautious here. JP Associates, JP Power, etc., are all up about 7 to 10 odd %. But Surbhi, look at the mid-cap index now, up 0.7%. Huge outperformance is what we're seeing there. Anything else that you've spotted?
Oh, absolutely. Actually, I won't take time on stocks, Sonia. Let me use that time to straight away dive back into the conversation with Samir. So, Samir, now tell us, now we don't know whether this is that 2003-04 moment or not, and take your point, let's not even waste time thinking about it. Let's plan.
Adani Ports. FMCG did well today, so HUL, ITC both go home with gains of 2.5%. Bharti Airtel has made a big comeback. It's now well above that 500 rupee mark. And you have HDFC Twins looking good. HDFC was up 2.5% today. Not just that, a lot of pharma stocks, came back out of the woodwork. So Sun Pharma was up almost about 2.5%. You had a couple of others. Surbhi will of course speak about them, but Glenmark was up almost about 6% Cadila hit a fresh high as well. Gland Pharma did extremely well. So that was a space to be in if you're a trader this afternoon. On the downside, SBI Life, JSW Steel, Tata Steel. So metals came in for a mild bit of profit taking. They had a fabulous run last week. Autos came in for some profit taking as well. Cement came in for a little bit of profit taking. Nothing alarming, just sort of money, little bit of money being taken off the table. And some of these NBFCs like Bajaj Finance came off a little bit in late trade. But otherwise, Surbhi, it was a stellar close and a stellar day for the markets. Of course, we did have a lot of volatility through the day, but every dip got bought, I think, which was the big takeaway for me.
Oh, really? And look at the move, Sonia, in the mid-cap market. Look at a Lemon Tree Hotels, for example, 14 to 15% higher. Force Motors is on a locked in on a 20% circuit. There are stocks like Arvind, then there's an ADF Foods. There's so much excitement in mid-caps and in small caps. Remember a name like Hercules Hoist? When was the last time we were even discussing these stocks? Today it's up about 14 to 15%. Sterling and Wilson up about 18% as well. So massive moves on the mid-cap side of the market. Let's not forget some of the finance-related names as well. Equitas, for instance, 7%. Shriram Transport Finances had a good day. Decent session for Canara Bank, about 6% higher. Stocks like Just Dial, Glenmark Pharma, I could go on and on. Look at Sun TV, 5%. The mid-cap market is in serious party mode. And that was very, very evident. Granules is the one stock that really stands out. It's down about 6.5% today. And there's been profit-taking on Escorts and DLF as well. But those are sort of a few examples. Largely speaking, a day of very strong momentum in the overall market, the large caps and in the mid caps. Well, on that note, we wind down what's been a very strong day of trade. And remember, India has been